I'm Anita Vandenbeld, and Don is my wonderful husband. And we actually got together through politics. We were both running in 2011. He was running provincially, I was running federally. We'd known each other a little bit before that, but it was really special because when we first got together, on our very third date, we exchanged campaign buttons. So I knew then that this was the one. But he's probably the kindest person I've ever known. He is a decent, good, kind person who genuinely cares about people. You know, I knew instantly as soon as I saw him that this was somebody who was different. This was somebody who just really, he gives of himself all the time. And you know, he puts other people first. And in fact, that was really shown because we were both planning to run again. We both had a bit of a two-election strategy. And when we got together, it was obviously going to be really hard for two people in a couple to both run at the same time. And he was the one that stepped back so I could shine. So he decided not to run so that I could run, so that I could win, and he put everything he had behind my campaign. And you know what, there's not a lot of guys who would do that. And I got to say, with Don, he walks the talk. He's been the most supportive husband. You know, there were times I was ready to throw in the towel, and it was because of Don. You know, he wouldn't let me give up. He just believed in me so much. And for me, having him around is, he's my best friend. He is the love of my life. You know, he's there. And one of the things that people say about Don, and one of the things that I just feel so incredibly lucky, is that when you're with him, you're the center of the universe. When he listens to you, when he talks to you, he really wants to hear you. He really wants to know who you are. And the very first time we went out for ice cream together and we started talking, just the way, you know, on a very first date, the way people talk. And all of a sudden, there were people behind the counter who were saying, ahem, and all the chairs were on the tables. And we looked around and it was midnight and the ice cream shop was closing. We'd been there since something like 7 o'clock. And the time just flew. We didn't even know. And you know, that's the kind of thing. You know, you just get caught up. And I just feel like a very, very lucky person because not only do I have somebody that I can, that is my husband, that is my life partner, but I have somebody who can share this political journey with me. He loves it. And when we go out, I know, you know, I don't have a lot of time. Obviously, you know, when we do spend time together, we make it really count because this career is obviously something that takes a lot of yourself. But the nice thing is that he loves being with people too. So our Saturday night date is the Kiwanis Lobster Fest, or the local Albanian festival, or the local, you know, whatever's going on, the bazaar, the church bazaar, you know, there's always something. And that's where we go. And we just spend the time with people, but also with each other. And what's nice is that he's there enjoying people, talking to people. So, you know, one time on one of our very first outings together, it was at the German ambassador's residence. And I walked in and I said hello to some people, and then I turned around and I said, oh, and by the way, this is Don. And he's off talking to the ambassador. So, you know, it's this kind of thing where we share the passion for people, we share the love of our community. You know, he's been out there talking to people even before being elected. And this is why I think he would be so good for this community.